friends, welcome back to Cordelia Joy Yoga. I'm Cordelia, and today I have a 30-minute long stress relief yoga flow. As you can see in the titles, this works a lot on hip releasing and working on opening up the hips in general. Today we will focus on making sure that any tension that you're holding within the body and within the mind is released. So when you're ready, feel free to roll out your mat and meet me in a seated position. Close down the eyes and just arrive on your mat. Notice how your body feels here and how it may be tense. And just breathe and notice before we start our movement. Gently open your eyes. Bring your fingertips to the floor and to the mat, and gently come onto your feet, walking the feet back towards the back of the mat. Heel toe the feet outwards, and let the toes overflow over the sides of your mat. Gently exhale and release your hips all the way down, as close as you can get them to the ground. Feel free to keep your heels lifted here. And if it feels good for you, bring your hands to prayer at heart center. Elbows can connect to the insides of the knees, and gently push your knees away. Feel free to adjust wherever necessary in order to make this yogi squat more comfortable for you. Continue to lift the crown of the head towards the sky. Inhale and exhale. Lengthen out through the spine. Feel free to add a little bit of movement, swaying back and forth, or doing whatever feels good within the body. And just remember to breathe. Inhale, release the hands down to the mat. Keep the feet where they are, but slightly turning the toes back towards the front of the mat. And exhale, walk the hands forward, coming into a wide-legged downward facing dog. On your next inhale, gently walk the feet forward. Walk the feet inwards and start to gently bend one knee and then the other. Start to really push the ground away here. Maybe pulling the corresponding shoulder to the corresponding knee as you bend one knee. And keep going as long as this feels good within the body. On your next inhale, gently release the heels as close as you can to the mat. And just keep breathing. Inhale, lift the heels off the mat. Ripple the spine forward, chin to chest. Exhale, plank. Inhale, bend deeply through the knees, pulling the chest to the tops of the thighs. And exhale to straighten out through the legs. Inhale, ripple the body forward. And exhale, plank. Inhale, bend through the knees. And exhale, downward facing dog. Just 8 more like this. Following the breath with movement and finding a rhythm that works well within your body. Let's do 6 more. 5. 4. Creating a ripple within the body, movement that coincides with one another. And just 1 more. Good job. Settle into downward facing dog for just a couple rounds of breath. Inhale And on your next exhale, lift your left leg up to the sky, really pointing through the toes. Good. Ripple the body forward just as we did before, keeping that left leg lifted. Coming into plank, exhale, pull left knee into left elbow. And inhale. Exhale, set the knee down, bringing the left ankle towards the right wrist, coming into pigeon pose. Untuck through the right toes, lift the chest up, pulling the shoulders onto the back body. And if it's available to you, on your next exhale, release the elbows and the forearms all the way down to the mat. Keep the gaze towards the fingertips, helping the spine stay long in this big hip opener. Stay here, breathing through each tightness and each feeling that you feel within the body. And exhaling to let all of that tightness go. Inhale, breathe it all in, noticing. And exhale to release. At this point, feel free to drop the head down to the mat, or try to drop the head down to the mat and notice how it feels. And if it's too much for you, as it is for me, come back onto the forearms. Play around with bending through the right knee and grabbing onto the right foot with the left hand, and either stay there or come back to the forearms. There's options, and just find what feels good within your own body. Feel free to find movement, swaying back and forth, dropping the right shoulder towards the right hip and the left shoulder towards the left hip. And one more adjustment, making sure to pull that left hip back and the right hip forward, staying square within the hips. On your next inhale, bring your fingertips to the mat, lift the chest all the way up. And exhale here. Take one more deep inhale and exhale, roll onto the hips, facing the right side of your mat. Inhale, lengthen out through the spine, and exhale to walk the hands forward. Be sure to flex out through the right toes, dropping the forearms down to the ground, and feeling a beautiful release in the hip flexors. One more inhale, and exhale, walk the hands over to the right, bringing your right forearm to the mat on the inside of the right leg, and lifting the left arm up and over. Lift the gaze up towards the sky, inhale, and we're going to find a flow here. Just to prepare, take a few rounds of breath in this position, closing down the eyes and feeling a beautiful stretch within the body. On your next inhale, gently start to turn your body towards the mat. Exhale to round the body forward. Inhale, setting the hand back behind the body. And exhale to lift the hips up and bringing the right arm up and over. Hold for just a round of breath, and we're going to do that several times. So round the body forward, flexing out through the right toes, bringing the right forearm down and lifting the left arm up and over. Good job. Inhale, turn the body down. Exhale to lift the hips. Inhale, come forward. And exhale to lift the chest towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Hold. On your next inhale, round the body forward. And exhale, side stretch over to the right. Let's do that 7 more times. Finding a flow within the body, within the breath, moving the body as it feels good for you. And really creating a nice arch in the spine. in each position that you fall within. Let's do about 5 more. Going a little bit deeper each time. Exhaling on the stretch and inhaling into the transition. Keep going, keep breathing, and keep noticing how the body is releasing tension each breath that you take. On this last one, hold in your side stretch for just a moment longer. And exhale, lift the hips and hold. Inhale, lift the right leg up, bend the right knee, and grab onto the right foot with the right hand, pushing the top of the foot into the hand. It's totally okay if you're shaking here, as I am. On your next exhale, release and step the right foot forward at the top of your mat. Inhale, lift the left knee up, and exhale to wrap the hands together behind the back body, and then releasing the right shoulder over the right knee. You're in this surrendered position in crescent lunge. And on your next exhale, lift the chest up, pulling the fist towards the left heel. Inhale here, and exhale, release the arms up towards the sky. Gently release the knee down to the mat. Inhale, and exhale, pull the shoulders together, pulling the elbows together, cactus out the arms. Feel free to play with bending into the left knee, pulling the left heel in towards the glutes. Stay here for just one more round of breath. Inhale, and exhale, release the foot and lift the hands up towards the sky. Inhale and exhale, come into warrior 2. Looking over the right fingertips, feeling strong in this position, making sure you can see the right big toe. Inhale and exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale and exhale, bring right elbow to right knee, bringing left arm up and over. Good. Turn the body forward, coming back onto the left toes. Inhale, bring both arms in front of you, hinging the chest forward. Exhale, release the fingertips to frame out the right foot. And inhale to step the left foot forward. Exhale, fold. Let's hold here in our forward fold for just a moment. This is a wonderful pose for stress relief. Anytime you feel that breath becoming a little bit more shallow, maybe you can take the time to take a forward fold wherever you are. Find a sway back and forth. Maybe grab onto opposite elbows or opposite shoulder blades, really pulling the upper back body apart. Feeling a melting happening within the back body. Inhale, halfway lift, bring fingertips to the mat, straighten out through the spine. Exhale, fold, and inhale to lift the body all the way up, bringing the arms up above the head. Exhale, bring hands to prayer at heart center, and inhale, release the hands out to the side of your body. Let's take 2 deep breaths here. Inhale, let the belly rise. Exhale, let it fall. Inhale, let the belly rise, fill up the chest. And exhale, let it all go. Good. Inhale, lift the arms up above the head. Exhale, prayer, dive the body forward, forward fold. Inhale, rebound, halfway lift. And exhale, step the feet back for plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga, bend both elbows. And inhale, gently release the chest. And straighten out through the arms, untucking through the toes for your upward facing dog. Beautiful. Feel free to keep your elbows bent here or work on straightening them out as you engage through the glutes and through the back body to protect the spine. Inhale, roll over the feet, and exhale for downward facing dog. Now for the other side. Let us meditate here for just a couple rounds of breath, bending into one knee and then the other, noticing how this movement feels a little bit different than before. Let's take one more deep inhale. And on the next exhale, lift the right toes up towards the sky, coming high onto the left toes. Inhale. Exhale. Ripple the body forward and pull right knee to right elbow. Inhale here. And exhale. Set the knee and ankle down for pigeon pose. Untuck through the left toes, keeping the spine long and the chest lifted to start. Feeling into this posture. Finding what feels good, bringing the hands either high onto the fingertips or low on the palms. And when you're ready, and if your body is ready for it, exhale to release the forearms all the way down to the mat. Notice how the body feels here. And if available, release the head down to the mat as well. Making sure to pull that right hip back and that left hip forward as you gently melt into the mat and into the ground on every exhale. Feel free to play with bending the left knee and grabbing onto the left foot with the right hand. Close down the eyes if you haven't already. Feeling into your beautiful body. Feeling into your stress-free body. Inhale to lift the chest and exhale to roll the hips down, facing the left side of your mat. Inhale to straighten out through the spine and exhale to walk the hands forward, coming onto the forearms and keeping the spine straight by keeping your gaze at the top of your fingertips. Flex through the left foot and exhale to walk your hands over to the left, lifting the right arm up and over and bringing the left forearm on the inside of the left leg. Lift the gaze up towards the sky and take a couple rounds of breath to prepare for our flow. Inhale. And exhale, turn your chest down. Inhale to ripple the body over to the right. Exhale to lift the hips up, bringing your left arm all the way back behind you and lifting the gaze up towards the sky. Inhale, release the hips down, flex out through the left foot, and exhale to bring your right arm up and over. Inhale, wave the body forward. Exhale, lift the hips. Inhale, release the hips, ripple the body forward, and exhale, side stretch over to the left. Let's do 8 more. Noticing how this side feels a little bit different than the other side. Just noticing, not pushing the body any further or any less, but being patient with each part of the movement today. Let's do about 5 more. Finding peace within each flow and being okay if it feels a little bit harder, like this side did for me. Finding peace within each flow and being okay if it feels a little bit harder, like this side did for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110 On this last one, hold a little bit longer in your side stretch. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. One more. Exhale, lift the hips up. And exhale. Or on your next exhale, bend deeply into the left knee and grab onto the left foot with the left hand. When you're ready, gently release and bring the left foot to the top of your mat, lifting the right knee up, clasping the hands behind the back body, finding an opposite clasp, and exhale to bring left shoulder to left knee. Keep your gaze at the top of your mat, and on your next exhale, lift the chest, pulling the fists back behind you. Arch through the spine, engaging through the glutes to create a deeper stretch in the back body and a deeper stretch in the right hip. On your next exhale, release the hands up towards the sky. Release the right knee down. Inhale and exhale, pull the elbows towards one another for cactus pose. Feel free to play with pulling the right foot in towards the glutes. And stay here for just one round of breath. Good. On your next exhale, bring arms up towards the sky. Inhale here and exhale to open up to the right. Warrior 2. Looking past your left fingertips. Inhale, bend deeply in the left knee, and exhale, reverse. Take one inhale, and exhale, bring left elbow to left knee. Right arm comes up and over, and lift your gaze towards the sky. Inhale, and exhale, turn the chest down towards the mat, coming back onto the right toes, hinging the body forward. Exhale, release the fingertips down. Inhale, step forward, forward fold. Relax here for just a couple rounds of breath this time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to lift the body all the way up. Arms come up above the head. Hands come to prayer. And exhale, drop the hands down to heart center. Inhale, release the hands out towards the side. Palms facing forward. And let's take one deep inhale. And exhale, let it all go. Inhale, bring the arms up above you. And exhale, dive the body forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or hop back into chaturanga. And inhale, upward facing dog. Beautiful. Relax here for just a moment. And on your next exhale, release the hips all the way back onto the heels for child's pose. Allow the knees to be out wide. Big toes are touching. And the belly is taking up space in between the thighs. At this point, there's no stress within the body and within the mind. Your eyes are closed. Your body has moved. It has done what it's meant to do. I'm proud of you. You should absolutely be proud of you. Inhale, lift the gaze, walk the hands back in towards the knees. And let's do one more flow, camel pose. Take your right hand and grab onto your right heel. Exhale to lift the hips. And bring your left arm back behind you, dropping the head all the way back. Inhale, drop the hips down. Grab onto your left heel with your left hand. And exhale, lift the hips, bringing your right arm up and over. Let's just do one more. Inhale, come forward, drop the hips, exhale, lift. Inhale, release the hips, and exhale to lift. Good. Inhale, release the hips down. And exhale, child's pose. Release the forehead and the forearms down. On every exhale, releasing the glutes closer and closer to the heels. Good. Inhale, lift the gaze. Walk the hands back towards the knees. Cross over the ankles and come to a seat in the middle of your mat. Keep your knees bent. And place your hands back behind you, fingertips facing forward. Inhale to prepare. And exhale to lift the hips all the way up for reverse tabletop. Keep the chin in towards the chest or drop the head all the way down, whatever feels good. Good. Gently release the hips down. Turn the fingertips so they're facing the back of the mat. Inhale, lift the left leg up, and exhale to cross the left ankle over the right knee. Keep pulling the shoulder blades together to open up the chest and lift your gaze gently to a diagonal up towards the sky. On your next exhale, gently release the right foot over to the right of the mat. Inhale, lift the right arm up, and exhale to look over your left shoulder, hooking the right elbow over the left knee and bringing the left hand back behind the left hip. Exhale, keep looking over that left shoulder. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Gently release, bringing the hands back towards the mat and turning the hips back to come to center. Release the left leg, and on your next exhale, cross your right ankle over the left knee. Inhale here. And exhale. On your next exhale, bring your right foot over to the left side of the mat. Inhale to lift the left arm up, and exhale to twist over to the right, hooking the left arm over the right leg. The heel of the palm comes right back behind the right hip. And on every exhale, you look over the right shoulder a little bit more. Good. Inhale, release, and come back to the center of your mat, gently releasing the right leg. Keep your toes together and gently let your knees fall wide, bringing both feet to touch. Inhale, lengthen out through the spine, grab onto the toes, and exhale to pull the chest in towards the legs for butterfly pose. Feel free to use the elbows to push the knees closer to the mat. And exhale to fall deeper into this beautiful hip stretch. Take one more round of breath. And gently release. I hope you enjoyed this beautiful hip stretch, this beautiful stress relieving practice. If you made it to the end, I'm absolutely so proud of you. Let's take one more deep breath together, lifting the gaze, lifting the arms up towards the sky, bringing the hands to prayer, and exhale, drop the hands down to heart center. I appreciate every single one of you so much, and I hope to see you soon in the next one. Bye, friends.